This room has some promise, I just don't know what that promise is. Welcome friends, this is going to be a bit of a weird and definitely more cash version of the sewing report. So welcome, I'm Jen. This channel is all about sewing crafts and DIY projects. It's been a while since I've shot one of these, but since I just finished up a few videos, I thought I would do one. Plus, I'm waiting for a very exciting pizza delivery, and we moved in the past few months, so I thought I would shoot my new crafting sewing areas. They spill out into quite a few rooms in the house, so you're getting sort of a house tour, but if you'd like to see what the house looked like empty, I have one of those up on my vlog channel, Jen Talks Forever. Feel free to check that out if you want to see the whole house. And trust me, after watching this, any illusions you might have that this is an aspirational channel will be gone. Right now, this is the main filming area. It is the dining room section of our open concept kitchen, dining room, living room type space. It kind of works. I put up the backdrop stand against a window. So because light comes in there, I kind of have to wait until the sun goes down to film. So it's close to 8 o'clock at night right now. And again, I'm so hungry. I cannot wait for this pizza to get here. So I have the craft room table that you might recognize from previous craft rooms. And I've got my dress form in the corner. When I'm not using it, I keep it covered so that it doesn't get dust on the dress on there. And I use these awesome mount dog lights. If you're curious about any of my gear, I'm going to link it below. I have my kit.co list of all of my filming gear. So if you are interested in doing a YouTube channel or just making videos, I do have all of that information below. I just got done filming with the Brother CS7000i. So you can see remnants of that. I shot a video about presser feet and how to use them. So I've got a bunch of samples. And then when I film, I usually record the audio separately with a Zoom H1. The thing about doing videos is that often there's a lot of stuff that you don't see, so just out of frame there might be a bunch of crap that is not visible, so you can kind of keep there, which is cool. So this is my main camera for shooting videos. This is the Canon 80D. The one I'm shooting on now is actually new. I just got it, but I don't trust it enough to use as a main camera because I'm still trying to get a lot of the settings down and I don't feel like I'm all the way there. But I thought I would give it a shot for this vlog because, and this is the Panasonic GH5 that I'm shooting on it. I'm using a gimbal and it's more lightweight, so I thought this would be a better choice to try to shoot this craft room tour. I've been following this YouTube channel, Daniel Schiffer, and he is a filmmaker in Canada. And he had this awesome hack for doing overhead shots. This thing is actually a monitor stand. It was pretty cheap too on Amazon. I will link that below also if you're, looking for something if you do overhead stuff. So I've been using my kitchen island to shoot a lot of those shots, and it comes in handy because then I don't have to clear off my craft table. I can just bring everything over to the island, but I don't have to break down a lot of stuff. It just makes it easier. So I will use a variety of backdrops. This is just a piece of foam board with contact paper on it. I also have, I'll show you this. Oops, oh, and those were sewing machine feet that just fell. I also use this Cricut cutting mat as another backdrop because it's pretty and it's pink. This space is really just one big room, which is something we liked about the house. This is the area that I typically do a lot of computer work on. I keep my gear there. That is the pizza. Pizza's here and it is piping hot. We're gonna let it cool down while I show you the rest of my space. Taking you guys into the living room where I'll confess we don't really do a lot of living here. I've got my Sailrite machine set up here, some random photography equipment, some chairs. We don't even have a sofa, which is something I'm trying to convince my husband that we actually should purchase. So right now it's kind of like a storage dump all, which is not something I'm proud of, but that's, that's life. In Florida, you pretty much need a dehumidifier, so we've got one of those. You may recognize the Brother PE800 embroidery machine over there. I've got the dollhouse, the beachside bungalow. Since we moved, I've still kept it wrapped up. I do still plan on furnishing it, so hopefully that happens sometime in the next 5 years. And this is my husband's 3D printer, which is very cool, but he never uses. Got some weights. I know you're like, wow, what the hell? I know, and We're not intentionally trying to be minimalists, but we kind of fell into it. We just don't have a lot of stuff out here. And in full disclosure, I actually spent the better part of a year sleeping on an air mattress, so I guess material stuff overall is just not that important to us. So this is a look at the space overall. The IKEA display cabinet does live on, although every time we've moved, it seems to undergo some damage, so I'm not sure how much longer we'll have this, but for now it's still kicking and I've still got that going. Welcome to the third bedroom, also known as the official craft room. It's kind of a small room and like the others looks equally crazy. I have not really done much. I just kind of keep random supplies and stuff in here. So this room is probably like 11 by 11. I'm honestly not sure what to do in here. Clearly I like the TV show Monk, although right after I bought the DVDs, it was free on Amazon Prime, so thanks, Amazon. One of my favorite things ever are those IKEA drawer units. I've moved these through a few different residences, and they keep going strong. I will probably have to get some other shelving solutions for this room. I also would like to paint this room because this is kind of like an, I don't know, like a glacier green or something, and I'm just not down with the color. Super random piece of gold leather and cardboard Home Depot boxes, a sewing machine, whiteboard with video ideas that most of them never happened. I mean, there's a lot going on here and it's not really good. At least this room does have a decent sized closet in here, another sewing machine and random stuff. But if you have any suggestions for this room, I would like to hear them because I feel like I'm at a loss for this space. I don't really go in here a lot and I wish I did. This room has some promise, I just don't know what that promise is. I, for one, am very grateful for the modern convenience of pizza delivery service. This looks so good. Let's have some pizza in chat. Welcome to my pizza party for one. I always get the same order of Domino's. I get 3 pan pizzas for my husband, and I got 1 pizza for me. He eats like a pizza a day, so it usually lasts him about 3 days. And the Domino's in our area, I would give them a 10 out of 10 because they are a fantastic store. Now I know a lot of them are different, you know, place to place, but the Domino's in my area, I would highly recommend. This is pepperoni and mushroom, my preferred pizza. I love pan pizza. And as I mentioned, this little workstation, this was meant to be temporary. Kind of a long story, but my mom ended up staying with us quite a bit while my stepdad was sick. Our house is sort of in between their house and the hospital, so to make it easier for her so she didn't have to drive so long, she stayed with us off and on for probably about 6 months or so. But originally I was going to put this little workstation in the bedroom, but because she was staying in the bedroom, I thought I would put it out here. So that's why it's on this like cheapo, you know, folding table. But you know, I kind of like it in the kitchen, plus my hair sheds so much that it kind of works out that I'm not in a carpeted area where the hair just gets all ground into the carpet. I know, a little bit TMI, but you know, hey, it is what it is. So as far as the sewing report behind the scenes stuff goes, probably at least 50% of the work is computer work, whether it's importing footage that I just shot or whether it's editing or, you know, posting things to social media, all that kind of stuff. So I spend a lot of time here, so I thought I would incorporate it into the Honest Craft Room. So if you are thinking about doing like a YouTube channel, just know that if you think you're just going to be sewing all day, that's unfortunately not the case. I would like to be sewing more, but I really do like making the videos too, so it's a good trade-off for me. I've always loved content creation with videos. I've been doing it since I was a kid. So anyways, let's have some pizza. And one downside for this order, they didn't really cut the pizza that well. So I basically just have one huge slice of pizza. But you know, it's really good. More information that you never asked for, but I'm sharing anyways, is I'll explain the typical workflow for shooting days. I normally do like the on-camera stuff where I do my hair and my makeup. I'll normally try to shoot several videos at a time for any of my channels. So today I technically am shooting 3 videos. I shot like the on-camera part for the sewing machine presser foot. I'm shooting this honest craft room tour, and I shot a video for my vlog channel, just, you know, all at once so that I don't have to do this, you know, multiple times. It's kind of inefficient, plus it takes me forever to get ready. I'm very much a late night owl, so I normally go to bed around 3 or 4 a.m. and I wake up between like 11 and noon, which I know sounds, you know, super college-y or whatever, but I worked the night shift for a really long time, so once you're on that shift, for me it's been kind of hard to get off that schedule, so that's kind of why I do this. So I'll check emails or check my analytics for the channel, do some like administrative stuff. Then I jump in the shower, get ready to go. And by the time I'm ready to start shooting, it's usually between like 5:30 and 6 o'clock. That's been kind of the pattern for the last few shoots. I do my shooting and then I will import all the footage. That usually takes a little bit. I'll do that while I'm like eating dinner. So right now it's well after 8 o'clock and this is the first food I've had all day. I have been starving. I usually eat a little bit earlier, but I wanted to get the shooting out of the way first. And I wanted pizza, so I thought I would order it for when I was done. But I usually just have coffee and water and whatever until at least 3 to 4 in the afternoon. I don't know. My husband's been doing this too. Like, he only eats once a day, but he's also like really trim. So it's working for him. So I thought maybe it would work for me. I don't know. So that was a lot of fun, but clearly we have a lot of work to do in here, and I'm a bit of a procrastinator and I'm not really much of a decorator. So we'll see how this goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I did making it. Be sure to hit that like button, and if you like sewing crafts and DIY projects, subscribe to this channel, The Sewing Report. I'm Jen, and I'll see you guys in the next video.